Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for September 27th, 2012. Of course, it's a Thursday morning and we are getting ready for the weekend that's on the way. It's currently 8 a.m. and as you can see, throughout much of the northern mid-Atlantic, we have scattered showers moving through the region. Our temperatures range from the upper 50s to lower 60s over the northern interior and lower to mid 60s along the coast. Now notice something very interesting here in the northern tier. We have our dew points falling off into the 50s. Meanwhile, along the coast, we're very moist with dew points in the lower 60s. That's going to be an important observation as we move on through the day. I think you're going to like that observation if you're in Connecticut or the Hudson River Valley or extreme northern New Jersey or northeastern Pennsylvania. Not so much if you're in the New York City and Philadelphia metropolitan areas or in central and southern New Jersey, especially for this afternoon and for tomorrow. So let's take a look at the forecast. Now, first thing we have to point out here is that we are dealing with a northwesterly wind. Now, what's important with this is that a cold front is slowly moving through the northern mid-Atlantic. This cold front was already supposed to be south of New Jersey already, but it was moving a little bit slower than what the model guidance was suggesting. And so right now we're having that cold front move through, and as a result, we have showers moving through portions of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area this morning. Some rather heavy rain is moving through portions of central New Jersey as of 8 a.m. And as you can see, going back to the west, we have more batches of showers moving through the Ohio River Valley and also in the Tennessee River Valley. And all of this is going to be moving through the northern mid-Atlantic over the next several days. So, as you can see, it's not a widespread constant heavy rain, but more of batches of showers moving through the region and remaining a constant threat. So we'll see periods of dry conditions, but also periods of plenty of rainfall. Taking a look at the water vapor satellite picture, I think we could pretty much nail down this pattern and see exactly what's happening. As you can see, we have dry air at the mid and upper levels sinking and building into portions of southern New York, New England, even northern Pennsylvania. That's a very important observation because that's telling us is that the moisture feed, all these disturbances, is starting to become more focused towards southern Pennsylvania, central and southern New Jersey, and the southern portions of the New York City metropolitan area, especially New York City itself and Long Island. I think as you move north of New York City, you start to fall under this influence of sinking air. So if you are in northern New Jersey, northeastern Pennsylvania, or Connecticut, or the Hudson River Valley, should I say, as well, then I think you're going to see less rainfall from this entire setup through this weekend. However, if you're in New York City on south, I think you'll be at a constant threat for scattered showers today, obviously today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, as these disturbances, like this one here, and this one over here, continue to travel from west to east along this stalling cold front boundary. One very important note, this low pressure system here is pretty much going to bring a nice period of moderate to heavy rainfall for tomorrow morning on through the afternoon hours, producing very wet weather conditions obviously, but also rainfall amounts anywhere from a half an inch to an inch and a half of rain, possibly up to 2 inches in a few isolated locations. And of course that could lead to localized flash flooding, so use some caution if you're driving tomorrow as the roadways will be rather wet and slick. Taking a look at the latest infrared satellite picture, basically I just want to show that even if it's not raining, there's going to be plenty of cloud cover in place. So again, if you're from New York City on south, look for rather overcast weather conditions for today, tomorrow, and on through this weekend. However, if you're north of New York City, you'll see more breaks of cloud cover as that dry air starts to build in. And really what this is a setup of is Canadian high pressure versus tropical high pressure. And we are in between those two high pressure systems with moisture streaming out of the Gulf and then back towards the northern Atlantic. And this weather pattern pretty much is in place until we clear out on Monday evening. So again, the constant threat here is going to be scattered showers. As far as our temperatures, today we're going to be a little bit warmer than I thought yesterday because of the slow progression of this cold front. So instead of the upper 60s to lower 70s, look for more of lower to mid 70s, possibly a few upper 70s in southern New Jersey and right around Philadelphia. Then, for the rest of the forecast period, this stationary front is expected to settle to the south of New Jersey. These disturbances move through, and we end up with temperatures ranging from the upper 60s to mid 70s for highs. Lows basically in the upper 50s to lower 60s because of the high level of moisture in the atmosphere. Of course, the further north you go, the cooler and drier you will get. Taking a look at the forecast here using the European model guidance from the Penn State EWOL website, you can see for this evening, this is not a very strong storm in any way, shape, or form. It's not an impressive storm at all. All but it really is a setup between these two high pressure systems. And we are caught in between these two high pressure systems. And you can see the result of that with the temperature gradient right here. Notice how the thermal gradients are tightly packed over the mid-Atlantic, and that's what's pretty much producing our wet weather, is that thermal gradient in the mid-levels and moisture streaming out from the Gulf of Mexico right into the northern mid-Atlantic. That pattern remains in place through this weekend. We'll have a stronger disturbance dig into the Great Lakes on Saturday and Sunday, and that will continue to keep us under the threat for scattered showers. But notice at the lower levels or at the surface, we really don't see any strong area of low pressure developing out of this upper level disturbance. So yes, there'll be a constant threat for scattered showers. Yes, temperatures will remain relatively cool in the upper 60s to mid 70s. Mid 70s most likely over southern New Jersey. Most locations will be around 70 degrees this weekend for highs. But we don't see any widespread heavy rainfall event out of this at all. It's a rather disorganized area of low pressure with weak waves of low pressure moving along this stationary front. Moving on to Monday and Tuesday. Monday, we have another shot of showers with another cold front moving through, but then for Tuesday, Wednesday, and even on to Thursday, we have high pressure building in. Dry conditions will take hold, and temperatures will remain in the lower to mid 70s. So we do dry out for basically Monday night on through Thursday afternoon before another strong cold front moves through for the end of the week, bringing much cooler temperatures into the northern mid-Atlantic, and our temperatures falling back into the mid to upper 60s. So we definitely start to build into a colder weather pattern, but these type of weather patterns step down. They do not flip. So if you're looking for a flip from, let's say, the 80s down to the 60s, just usually doesn't work out like that. But what we are seeing is a gradual step down in our weather pattern from a warm weather pattern to a pattern that will feature more troughs in the east, cooler temperatures, and possibly an interesting weather pattern as we head on through the fall and possibly into the winter. But more on that in the next couple of weeks. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. You can follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. And of course, if you're looking for more detailed information, you can always join NYNJPA Weather Premium membership, only $10 a month. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.